For all of us, numbers can have a significant meaning in our lives. They can represent special dates, milestones, and memories. 10, a common number. It can have a variety of meaning for different people. For two Kansas families, the number 10 has a deeper, more traumatic meaning. October 10th, 2010, 10:38 p.m. Lives were forever changed when the doorbell rang at Stephen and Connie's home. Two troopers from the Kansas Highway Patrol stood in their living room as the Henry family sat on their couch. One of the troopers removed his hat and knelt before them to deliver the grim news. Their son, Jake Henry, and Jake's fiancée, Stephanie Conn, were returning to Lawrence from Stephanie's grandmother's house. Jake and Stephanie would not make it home that night. There was a light rainfall that evening as Jake and Stephanie were driving west in their Saturn on K32 highway. Near 214th Street, there was a sharp curve, and a Subaru driving east on the same highway decided to pass an eastbound van in front of it at the roadway curve. Jake didn't have time to react as the Subaru emerged left of center from behind the van and collided with his Saturn head-on. The collision was so sudden, there were not even skid marks at the scene. Jake and Stephanie were killed instantly. When the two vehicles collided, the impact was so severe that the Subaru flipped, ripping the engine from the chassis and engulfing the car in a fiery blaze, killing the Subaru driver. An autopsy of the Subaru driver revealed a BAC of .123 and 3 different impairing drugs. Three lives were lost that day. 3 families lost their child. 3 futures destroyed. This was completely preventable. This did not have to be their fate. A young man made a poor decision, a decision that would forever change the lives of those loved ones who will never see Jake or Stephanie again. Never hold them, never hear them laugh, never watch them create a life together. There once was a memorial site here, but after 14 years, it has faded away to a darkened circle where a lone cedar tree stands watch. Jake and Stephanie have been friends since the 5th grade, and as they grew older together, became a couple. They were both high school athletes and would end up going to KU together after graduating. Stephanie studied psychology, loved music, and sang in the KU concert choir. Jake, whose goal was to be a scout for a national sports team, was only several weeks away from completing his degree in sports management and walking down the hill for his graduation in December. Jake and Stephanie were planning to marry after they both graduated from KU. This would never happen. Jake's family would not see him wed his lifelong friend. Stephanie's father would not get to walk his daughter down the aisle and give her hand away in marriage. Jake and Stephanie were buried together at a local cemetery. Their headstone reads, "Uncommon in life, untimely in death." Jake and Stephanie, your lives mattered, and this world is a lesser place without you here. I'm so very sorry. Jake and Stephanie's story is but one of so many of the lives needlessly lost at the hands of an impaired driver. Please help me raise awareness and provide supportive resources for the survivors and families of victims killed by impaired driving collisions. You can help by clicking the link below and donating to the GoFundMe I've created, or simply liking this video and sharing it with others to help me share these stories and spread this important message. For those of you who choose to help, and for those of you who have helped in the past, thank you. They say you can't understand what someone's going through unless you've walked a mile in their shoes. In honor of Jake and Stephanie's memory, and to represent the weight of grief the families must forever carry in the wake of their loss, I will now run a mile in this weighted vest. Jake and Stephanie, this is for you.